So another week, another watch. Today we're checking out the new Oneplus Watch 2R, which is a R series watch, so not the top line, but it has some interesting features. We'll talk about not only the features, the specs, but the overall look and feel, which I think looks nice, and how it feels on the hand and what all it can track. So let's quickly get started. So the watch itself weighs in at 37 grams without the strap and 59 grams with the strap. The strap this time around is a nice rubberized strap, and the watch is available in two colors. We've got the gunmetal gray, which is my preferred color. It will also be available in a forest green if that's what you're looking for. The strap is also nice. It's got some texture on the top, and on the bottom over here you can see some sensors and some antenna lines, etc. This does have a whole array of sensors which we will talk about. But if we talk about the display itself, it's a 466 by 466 pixel round display. It's a 1.43 inch AMOLED display with 1000 nits of peak brightness. It's a really nice display, super responsive and really easy to use. Of course, you have tons of watch faces on this watch here as well. You can not only manage them from here, but also from the O Health app, which is required to connect this to a smartphone. So over here we've got the OnePlus Nord 4, really nice metal body. We've already put a video out of this if you're interested. But if you go into the O Health app over here, you can go into device and you can see all your features for the device are available here. You can also manage the software updates and syncing, but you also have all your watch faces, and you can also go in here and look at some extra watch faces. And also look at what all apps you want to download onto this watch, because this watch is running Android Wear, so you can have all of those apps installed. But the good thing about this is that it's not only running Android Wear, it is also running RTOS. So it's a dual mode watch with a Snapdragon W5 chip, which runs Android Wear for when you need Android Wear. And then you have a BES 2700 to run RTOS, which will do all your background tasks, and when the watch is in standby, it will go into that OS and hence give you better battery life, longer battery life, all of those features. As far as tracking is concerned, you've got a heart rate monitor, you've got SpO2 monitor, and you also have sleep tracking along with tons of activity tracking, and you also have this stress tracking feature that is built in. And as far as sports are concerned, it's got over 100 types of sports that it can track within the watch. And then you also have some 6 high fitness modes that are also built in. It also has accurate outdoor running tracking because it has 2 GPSs. So L1 and L5 GPS chips are in there, which allow for tracking up to 30 centimeters. So if you're doing cycling, or if you're doing running or outdoor walks or hikes, you'll get accurate GPS results. Now this does have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth only, so no cellular, but you can make calls through your phone with this watch. So you need to connect it to a phone which does have a cellular connection for it to be able to make phone calls. Now because this is running Android Wear, the UI is really nice and responsive, and you can see that you've got tons of apps that are obviously preloaded, and like I mentioned previously, you can jump into the Play Store from here and download apps, or you can also do it on the phone. Over here you will get some featured apps, you can jump between them, and then of course you can install many other apps as well. Switching between all of these watch faces is also easy. You have tons of watch faces already on the watch, and it doesn't need to remove some to add more, so you can continue to add as many as you want, it seems, and that also works really well. Overall, the watch is nice and sleek, and even if you have large wrists like me, it doesn't look small as most smartwatches do. It's got a nice overall rounded look, and it's a fairly nice and large dial with easy access to these buttons, which allow you to jump between workouts from the button, and if you want to jump into the menu, you use the top button. If you're on the home page, if you swipe right, you go into your various menus. So you can go into sleep, heart rate. You also have stress tracking. It also gives you today's fitness. You also have your battery measurement over here, and then certain things over here. But obviously you can go into other sensors. So if I want to go track SpO2, that is also here. Looks like I'm well oxygenated, so that's nice. That's always good. So that's the watch. Really nicely built watch with a really nice band. I really like this rubber band. Doesn't seem to be very difficult to replace either. You have these two notches on the back of the watch over here, and you can simply pull that out, and then you can replace the straps as well. Requirement for different straps, you can easily add those. I'm sure some third-party straps will also be available, but if you get the gunmetal gray, you can always replace it with the forest green strap as well. So inside also is a 500 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty large for a smartwatch, and this gives you about 48 hours of heavy usage, so about 2 full days with GPS and all of those things running, and then 100 hours in a smart battery saver mode. And you also have 12 days of standby in a power saver mode. So if you want to enable a long battery life, if you're going on a trip, you can enable the power saver mode, and then you'll get up to 12 days of battery life without requiring a charge. And the charger inside the box is nice. It is a proprietary charger. It doesn't support wireless charging on your typical charging mats, but it does support 7.5 watts of charging, and they call it VOOC charging as well. And that will give you a full charge to 100% in just 60 minutes on their charger. So that is nice. So that's the new OnePlus Watch 2R. What are your thoughts on this particular watch? Are you going to be getting this one? We also checked out the new Nothing watch, so you can go click on that to check that out. And we've also unboxed and checked out the new OnePlus Nord 4, which I really like because of the design. So you can go check that out as well. We'll have links in the description. And if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned.